If you're someone who always loves blaming people and that happens to you very, very naturally, then this video is just meant for you. Welcome back, and I'm Pujita Singh, a certified life coach, NLP coach, and an author. What I wanted to share with my lovely viewers is one of the queries that came to me recently saying that, Pujita, very naturally it comes to me that I end up blaming people. And it's just part of my personality. What do I do and how do I change? I know there is a problem there because someone told me recently, and this kind of helped me to go back and share it here, because I'm sure it's just not going to help that individual, it's going to help a larger world here. People who love blaming others, there is another side to this whole thing. When you give the power to the other individual for blaming, then you also give them power to keep you happy or unhappy. I'll repeat that. The moment, for example, if you're in a relationship, right, and this individual has a habit of not taking the responsibility for herself or himself, but rather blames the other person, then tendency is, by default, your problem and your solution, your happiness and your unhappiness goes to the outside person. You give the power to the outside world absolutely without even intentionally knowing it. What do I mean by that? So for example, in relationship, people often expect that my husband will keep me happy or my boyfriend will keep me happy and XYZ. When you are not happy within yourself, how do you expect the other individual to keep you happy? I'll give you one small example. If someone tells you today, hey, you're really looking very pretty, you feel very happy. If someone tells the same individual tomorrow, I think you have put on weight, she will get upset about it. What is happening in this example? In this example, it is clearly understood that she has given the power of feeling good or bad to the outside individual. Similarly, in life, let's take one more example. Your mother-in-law says you something, right? And the daughter-in-law feels that she's responsible and she makes me feel this way. But if you get impacted with it, see, it's really hard, right? Only with the practice you will understand this down the line. But at the face value, you will feel that, how can she talk to me like that? And you will feel bad about it, and you will screw up your day. Similarly, your husband, a small conversation ended up into a fight, and then you will blame that individual. Where are you in this whole episode of not blaming yourself? Are you expecting that these issues are coming up just because there is a problem with the other person? There is no fault of yours? So this is a question to reflect today. Going forward, if you have any issue like this in life, whether at workplace, whether in personal life, whether in relationships, any aspect of your life, if you blame always the other individual, you are never taking responsibility for yourself. You have given your life control to someone else. Control to let them make you feel good, control to let them make you feel bad, control to let them make you feel screwed up for the day, and so much more. Now it is in your hands what to do about it. If someone is coming and telling you something, just take it at a surface level, right? Don't get attached to that appreciation. Don't get attached to that critic. It is their way of looking at you. It is their way of looking at what is good, not so good, or appreciative or not so appreciative. But you should know what you are. Are you pretty enough? Are you good enough? It's your judgment. If in your eyes you are not feeling good about yourself, then there is another huge problem altogether, right? But if you as a personality always blames others by default, I am not happy in my life because I have parents this way. I am not happy in my life because my boyfriend is this way. I am not happy in my life because my in-laws treat me this way. Absolutely not. If everybody is a problem, then who is the real problem? It's you. So these are all reflections. When you start understanding, trust me, life is very simple. We as humans love complicating it. We can't understand simple things unless it gets complicated. And simple things are undersold, right? Nobody likes simple things these days. You complicate it, they'll be like, oh wow, he or she's so intelligent. Okay? So going forward, anything in life, take responsibility for yourself. Whether someone comes and throws stones at you will not even matter to you, right? If you are doing something, I'll give you my example, right? As a content creator, there will be things where people will like, there'll be things where people will not like, there'll be things people come and comment to me saying that, you know what, some people say make longer videos, some people say, you know what, make it very short, people don't have time. Some people say apply makeup because you know you look very simple, this is not how it should be. But cut the crap. As long as I know I'm delivering value that this world needs me, and I know, of course, see, there are constructive feedback that you need to work on to improve yourself, but those things should not impact you so much that you blame everybody. Rather, you take the responsibility. If you think it makes sense, please apply. If you think it doesn't make sense, just get rid of it. Like, don't even care about it. In life, whenever you do anything, there will always be things that you will be blamed for. One small example, right? And again, it could be two things. One, you could blame others by default, and number two, you could be blamed for as well. Now the choice is yours on where and how you want to balance it and focus on. Okay? So very clearly, if in life you go through anything which is not a good feeling by default, stop blaming the other individual. Start seeing, what did I do that this person is given that scope and authority to come and make fun of me, blame me, come and speak nonsense about it, right? And stop it. If you think it's crossing the line, then stop it, or have a different separate conversation with that individual. But don't let that happen. If you allow people to take advantage, it's gonna go on. So stop blaming others as well. Take responsibility for feeling in a certain way, thinking in a certain way. Even if something goes wrong in life, this is the classic thing that we all do as humans and kids. If I took up any other education curriculum, I blame my parents for it. No, you had a choice to make. There is always a choice to make or not to make. Even a not to make a choice is also a choice that you took. And I hope people realize this someday. Something goes wrong with you, you start blaming everybody around you. Of course, this doesn't apply for narcissist and toxic environment, but in general, if I have to take away specific scenarios, there will be times when you are responsible equally and should be blamed for. Okay? So I hope you will go back and understand this. And when you take the power back, it doesn't really matter what's happening outside, right? These days they get so worked up. Oh, I'm not getting so many likes, comments. It's fine. That doesn't undervalue your work. Stop blaming others. Just because people are not appreciating you, that doesn't mean you're doing a shitty job. It just means it takes some time to get up to where it has to be. Even a plant takes time to become a tree. Even a child takes 9 months to be born. Then why not anything and everything in life? Right? So stop blaming others and try and balance it out and go back and take your power. You are more powerful than anything else that you cannot imagine. I hope you found this video useful and you'll go back and implement these reflections in life. They are very powerful. Very, very powerful. Please realize this before it's too late. Thank you so much for listening to me as always. Love you loads. Until then, bye-bye.